What's up, guys? Dr. Dan here. We got an awesome patient, Dawn, in the house. Dawn is a competitive power lifter, amateur, ex-collegiate hockey player, really just a powerful dude. He's lifting all kinds of weights, built out this sweet at-home garage where he does a lot of his strongman stuff down in the basement. We see Dawn about once every 4, 5, 6 weeks for just a little maintenance tune-up. You did a strongman competition this March 2021, and did a little bit of got a little neck pain or shoulder pain or something.
Yeah, like a pinched nerve or something, and
that was pretty jacked up for a while.
Yeah, I was here more frequently until that was fixed.
Yeah, so really in our whole time together, which has been a couple years now, only one major injury. You guys will see this dude moves very well. He adjusts very well. He knows his body very well. It's really strong, it's balanced, and it's symmetrical. And we'll show you guys some of the stretches that we put him through to really help him be just a little more mobile when he leaves here today. Cool? Tell us a little bit about the powerlifting career and just bodybuilding and strength training in general.
The powerlifting specific type training started after college and after hockey, mainly as something to do competitively after hockey was done. So did that from probably like 2014 through I'm not sure when my last actual powerlifting meet was, maybe like 2017 maybe, so probably 4 or 5 years of actually competing. Kind of got away from competing in it, but still trained as like a power lifter for the most part. And then the last maybe like 2 years or so, that's kind of shifted to like try to be more complete training, so more some strongman movements, carrying and loading movements, and then more general movement stuff, getting some more aerobic work in with biking and running and things like that to keep playing hockey as well.
Big dude on the ice though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I still skate, playing men's league 2 to 3 times a week probably. That never really stopped after college either, so it's been 21 years of hockey now since I started when I was about 10, and played all the way through youth, high school, 3 years of college, and then now just men's league a couple nights a week for the last few years.
Men's league, it gets kind of intense though, right? Some of it.
Yeah, the higher end stuff is pretty competitive, pretty fast. You got a lot of guys with pretty strong backgrounds and stuff, so it's a lot of fun still.
And then what you got? There's different levels, right? So there's you're probably a little more competitive, or how's the tier structure work out?
There's levels. The one where I'm playing, I guess, is a lot of guys like me who played Division 1, Division 2, club hockey or junior hockey, things like that, and then from there it goes down a little bit depending on what you're looking for, all the way down to developmental leagues for folks who want to kind of pick it up now and stuff. But yeah, at the higher levels are still pretty competitive and a good pace still.
Nice. Now let's talk about training. Over the COVID shutdown, Dom built out a pretty sick at-home gym in his basement. I saw it take shape on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Started off kind of like kindergarten, and then I think we're into, it might be close to a D2 program over there at his house right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what's the heaviest sandbag you got in the basement?
We got 4 sandbags. We got 100, a 150, one that weighs 210, 215, and then the heaviest one is about 250. 250? Yeah.
So you guys should check this dude out on Instagram. It's Super Dawn, right?
Super Dawn 20.
Super Dawn 20. He posts some sick videos of some of his at-home workouts. Watch his technique, it's beautiful. He's implemented a lot of the footwork that we coach on. and you guys will see a lot of the sandbag flips that he does. It's incredible. I've never tried a heavy weight like that, but I need to come over and slam through it a little bit with him.
Probably my favorite.
Probably your favorite
Strongman thing, just because it's
what the shoulder, the weight toss, right?
Either over shoulder or lift, like for a loading movement, put like a barbell on the rack across and at a certain height and just lift and put it over the bar and just pull back over again. I think it's just a
fun movement. Yeah,
it's a battle, so it's fun. It's kind of just, I guess, raw power to an extent of just you're picking up something heavy, putting it over a certain height, and then
doing it again.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you why. Why did you start training?
I was always playing sports as a kid. Baseball, basketball, soccer, and then at the time was doing roller hockey as well. And then when I was like 9 or 10, my folks asked if I wanted to try ice hockey because the roller hockey was my favorite at the time. And I went, and I think the next day I was like, I'm done with everything else, and went full bore hockey. And I was playing hockey all the time, but I was always kind of a smaller dude.
On the squad,
as a kid, just never really big, always relatively strong, but in good shape, but never really all that big. And then when I was about 17, started following one of my good buddies around our local gym and got into lifting with him, and from there that kind of stuck, and the focus for a while is just getting bigger and stronger each season for hockey and to be in good shape for that.
It helped you out, right?
Yeah, absolutely did. Absolutely.
Increased what? Speed, strength,
power, yeah. Being able to kind of battle with guys that are bigger or taller, and keeping your leverages and stuff, and having that kind of
look down
athleticism and
down.
Just keeping competitive, and then from there it's just been trying to be healthy, trying to be strong, and still be like a complete athlete as much as possible.
As long as we can go, right?
As long as possible.
As long as we can go.
Yep.
You know what? I started thinking a lot about why I train. People start asking, why do you train, right? And I have trained many different ways over the years. Now we have work life, family life, so my training's like, it's a little less, but I still try to be as efficient as possible, as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
But why do you train? Why not? Because we got one life. We've got 80 to 100 plus years to live it. We've got to become mobile. Mm-hmm. We've got to be pain-free. Absolutely have to be pain-free. I don't want to be 30. I didn't want to be 30 or 35 and have back pain and knee pain like what I did as a kid. And I hobbled around, and the ortho said, quit playing baseball and no sports, right? He's like, no, bed rest. Sit at home, don't exercise. And I'm like, what, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I refuse to do that.
Refuse to.
Yeah.
The more you move the right way, the better you feel. You got to do the exercises the right way. You got to work out every day, right? And Don knows that he lifts 250-pound sandbags over his shoulder like butter. I'm like, bro, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
It looks good, and he does it with good technique. And then you know what? He comes in here, he says, I feel pretty good. I don't really have many complaints. Just stretch me out, adjust me, and see you later.
Yeah. Very rarely thankfully, have a lot of major injuries anymore.
So you guys will see we do a lot of back chain, just like holding right here with Don, which he's got a beautiful back chain. So we pack his scapula down. We drive from his glenohumeral joint up through his AC joint, his acromioclavicular joint, and we just get him to like chill out and hold right here. And then we just teach him how to coil a little bit to the left side, squeeze that left shoulder blade down like that, just find that left lat a little bit. And that's good. And then coil over to the right side. And we just got a little shoulder release on the right shoulder just by dropping into it. Left side down. And then right side down. And then double shoulders back, nice and easy, beautiful. So overall, Like some of our clients that you've seen us work with, really chilled out up in the neck. The dude knows how to use his back chain well. That's why he's a strong, mobile athlete that has little to no pain ever. Neck is healthy. Let's go face down on the table, get you adjusted. All right, guys. So we got Don laying down. We observe his foot position. We observe how strong his legs are. And we've talked to Don a little bit about just getting and becoming a little more foot conscious, a little more foot strong, which maybe we'll show some of his toe work after this, how strong Don's feet are getting. But we do need to create a little bit better plantar fascia, a little bit better foot down and in. Don's a power lifter, primarily driving a lot through the heels. So we've had numerous conversations about how Goda is transforming the back chain game by green dot pressure and forefoot pressure, okay? But overall we see, and when we observe Don, we've got a really awesome passive, just gentle double bow set right here. He's balanced from his shoulders down through his hips. Right hip's a little higher. Right shoulder blade's just a little bit higher, but really not too much imbalance. You guys will see how flexible Don is. We got heel way back to butt. Ultimate goal here, and sometimes he comes in here and he's just a little more mobile, where he's got the inside edge of the foot, can touch the butt. Go ahead, push for me, Don. And stop. Push. Stop. You guys will see some clients, I'll use more of a hand pressure on the foot. For Don, we're really getting into the toes. How's that feel through the foot?
Good.
Pretty good?
It's stretching, but it feels good.
Good. Push into my hand here. And now we're working on that mega toe flexion. Up through the front chain, the anterior tibialis musculature, the peroneal musculature, push. And stop. Push. And stop. Good work. We're just reinforcing that toe down and in foot release that we want to see. Really healthy knees, really healthy lower extremity on that right side. Let's bend this left leg up. We're going to twist it in a little bit. Push gently. Stop. Push gently. Stop. Push gently. Stop. Push gently. Stop. Push gently. And stop. Good work, buddy. Guys, you'll see sometimes we overcorrect. We just really feel how well that internal rotation of both legs is. Don's is perfect. We're going to do a general, just a general hyperbole treatment around the iliac crest. Always just helps to get some circulation moving in the hips, loosens up some of the tight tissue down in the low back and some in the glute region. Now, if you guys ever have this done, sometimes it can get a little ticklish, sometimes it can get a little tender. All right, deep breath in, exhale out. One more. Good. Deep breath in, exhale out. Deep breath in, exhale out. Good. Deep breath in, exhale out. All right, all right, all right, all right. Right here, CT. Let's lower this. Over here. Good. One more breath in. Breath out on the way down. Oh, let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Let's get that all the way down. All right. Face window, side up, right side up.
Questions and stuff.
Breath in. Exhale out. Whole way out. Good. Other side for me. When did I see you? Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, I was in a little sooner this time around.
Breath in. Flat your back. All right, good movement so far. So one of the things we want Dawn to work on at home is the double bow set foot press. Touch the feet together. And what we want to do, Dawn, we want to squeeze the heels and the toes gently together. We're going to see how that activates his calves. Left calf's a little stronger than right calf. What I want you to do, just keep the feet touching. You okay? Cramp in. Cramp in, right? So we're activating the back chain, the posterior tibialis, the calf muscles. We may get some cramping up in the hip flexors, maybe even out to the outside of the hip, the IT bands and the glute muscles. Don, we want him to lay in this position at home. It's a beautiful leg, super strong leg balancing exercise that helps us to activate the leg muscles in a very unique way that allows us to get full on hip to leg. You good? Mm-hmm. Cramp it a little bit. All right, so real soft foot pressure. Let's straighten your knees down to me. And so now this is where Don's gonna work at home, because we want to be able to elongate those legs. He's a little tight and compressed. We want to be able to elongate those legs, and we want to match up. Feel how your left knee and your right knee are a little different.
Yeah.
Gently twist your right knee open.
That's where I feel the cramping a little bit.
Where does it start cramping at? Up in the glute and the hammy?
Yeah, like high hamstring and glute.
So this is an exercise when you guys, let's look maybe straight down, Bree. Not the hard press. It's not about the squeeze. Guys, what we're looking at here, his left patella versus right patella. You see how his left patella is out a little further than his right patella is, okay? So Don, we're gonna tell him to gently, externally, or twist the right knee open, which is gonna activate more of the posterior chain and the hamstring, the IT band, the glute, and some of the deep external rotators of the hip. As he focuses on this very softly up in his brain and his neurological system, he's gonna isolate the weak muscles that he has in his right side hip that I can't correct with an adjustment, or maybe we did just correct the balance of the pelvis with the low back, and now he's got more available neurological strength to activate. He's working on his double bicep press. How's that feel? Good? Mm-hmm. Now keep these feet gently touching together. Gently straighten your knees as long as you can, just softly, softly, softly. Hold right there. Now focus again gently on the right knee opened up, and that's gonna put you a little closer into the cramp. Now gently straighten the right knee a little bit, lock it out a little further. Good. Now gently twist the right knee open. See how that feels in there, big man? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gentle left knee open. Watch how easy that left side is. Yeah. See the difference there? So when we're activating the posterior chain and balancing out the hamstrings, the glutes, the calves, the plantar fascia, he can feel how much easier the left leg is to actually rotate than the right leg. Right leg out a little more. Right knee straighter, reach it longer, good. Gently keep the heels and the big toes touching. And now straighten both knees fully as long as you can. Good, hold it right there, big man. Light foot pressure. Feel how powerful this makes you? It works your connective tissue, your fascial system, all your muscles in your legs. You're honing in up into your brain of probably 150, 200 different muscles. And now we're using our sensory system up in our sensory and motor cortex up in our brain to really balance out the legs and develop ultimate strength up the backside, which means ultimate skeletal balance, which means pain-free movement, less disc pressure, less low back injury, less hip injury. Balancing the calves out, you see how his calves are nice and balanced down here, but he's got a little bit of footwork to work on. Cool?
Yep.
All right. So I would recommend every night in bed we lay there for a minimum of 5 minutes. And you can see Don's super awesome flexible feet, right? We'll have him demo just some of the toe work that he's been working on. Distal joint, mega flexible right here, see that? But we do need to work a little bit on this, some of the proximal joints, like feel how that's a little stiff right there. Really healthy feet. Good. Knees, bend here. That's good. This morning you said?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
4-minute run, 1-minute walk, 6 rounds of it. Usually try to do that like once a week, some sort of just running of some sort. Take one of the dogs with me. Whew.
Relax here. right, now you guys will see some of the patients, everything adjusts very well. They've been coming here for a while, their body is just loosened up. Don, like one of the other guys you guys saw in the video, one of the new videos, really good vibes, very chilled out, very mellow kind of dude. He doesn't hold a lot of stress. He goes to work, he does his life stuff. Where do you release your stress at?
Gym and hockey and stuff.
Gym and hockey, right? Why do you train? Releases stress. Work is crazy for everybody, right? Computer life, home life, I'm so stressed out, I need an outlet.
Yeah.
Train. Throw 250 pounds over your shoulder, right?
It's a pretty good stress reliever.
Pretty good stress reliever. That's why we train. Get your stress gone. Down here, relax. Beautiful. One more here in this left shoulder, relax that left. All right, that's all good. All right, sit up tall, big man. All right, so thoracic, lumbar, feet and toes, cervical spine, relax this. And double shoulders, okay? All right, scooch forward towards the edge right there. So Don's been a patient here for a long time. Last appointment, we talked a little bit about his footwork, right? So we know, and Don knows at home, one of the major exercises we want to get him nailing is, we talked about this proximal big toe joint. So I want you to really try to like roll on that big toe joint right there and apply a little pressure down through it, okay? Mm-hmm. Try to just gently roll the heel out here now. A little bit of pressure through the top of the foot, back to the big toe joint. Let's take pressure off, bring the foot forward for me. Down, curl. Because you can see how well this distal toe joint bends. He's got awesome, super awesome foot flexibility. You guys want a healthy low back and healthy knees, you have to get your toes right, you have to get your ankles right, you have to get your feet right, and it all starts with getting the knuckles to curl under, or raising up gently, wiggling around, getting all the connective tissue through the top of the ankle, where we get so many old ankle sprains at. Everybody sprains their ATFL, called the anterior talofibular ligament. That's the most common ankle sprain. Now, if you don't rehab the feet by stretching the toes and the ankle, you end up with weak ankles. Weak ankles turn into weak knees turn into weak hips, weak low back, right? So we want to work at home. Don's working on his computer most of the day, I think, right?
Yeah.
8 or 10 hours a day, so he's got super awesome amounts of ample time to work on some toe flexion. Here's what I like to do. Let's get both toes, both feet up and in. And now this foot's not warmed up yet. We didn't do anything, so it might be a little stiff. But Don's gonna work on sitting at work, at his computer, at his desk. He's gonna work a little bit in the go to double bow set, toe curl here, and then we're gonna come up onto the big toes if we can. And he's gonna work on that straight up to down big toe pressure, which he's gotta work a little bit on. Good, let's stand up for me. Let's face Bree over here. And then we're gonna pick this foot up. We're gonna tuck the toes under, okay? Don at home also, while brushing his teeth and doing some other, any rest throughout the day. Maybe we're in the kitchen doing dishes or something like that. Or maybe we just want to stand up in the living room, tuck our toes under, spin the heel out, come back to center. Let's really just not a lot of pressure on this big toe, but really get on that big toe right there. Roll forward and press right down through it. So that's your stiff guy. Mm-hmm. That I just want to get a little bit more, maybe 10 or 15 degrees more flexion out of. And he's going to start loading this toe. And as he does that, he's going to think, squeeze my calf. And as he does this, he'll feel how the calf will really activate and the hamstring will activate. He'll get a stronger back side and he'll get a longer front side. Drop down a little bit. Take a break if you want to take pressure off, or drop the heel down and work through there, okay? Narrow stance, knees open, double knees open, and a little bit of toe grip down into the ground like this, okay? A little bit of toe grip on that side, good. This is a wonderful stance, a wonderful arch creator that he's working on here, where he slightly externally rotates the knees and grips the toes down. You can see how he forms his arches. If I say squeeze your feet together, Don, don't let those ankles collapse. Feel how that really activates like the legs and the back chain. So we want to work a little bit with him on his power stance as well, when he's doing, like let's say a med ball toss or a sandbag toss, he's going to squat down, pick the sandbag up. We want to reinforce these arches big time like this. Cool. Treatment of a dude who loves to train a bunch and power lifts, strongmans, hockeys recreationally as well. But his daytime job is computer IT guy.
Yeah.
So he's sitting a bunch, but he's also got a lot of time to do some mobility work.
Yep.
Which you do, right?
Yep. Standing desk too. So
standing desk
helps
too.
a lot.
Work your feet out. Work your strong stance. Implement some mobility work into your day. Train your pain away. It's amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, man.